Have you ever wondered how to move forward when you feel like you've lost the most important thing in your life? When you feel like you've lost your sense of purpose? If you've been through what I've been through, then you probably know what I'm talking about. My name is Ace, and maybe just like you, I'm just trying to make it through life again. So recently, I've had to deal with the fact that my mom is in a better place. She might not be physically with me, but I know that she's always with me. I know that while I'm doing this, I know she's somewhere here watching, somewhere in the space. I know she's watching. And I want to give my sincerest gratitude, sincerest thank yous to everyone who paid their last respects with our family for my mom. I really appreciate that. And if you're new here, if you're someone who's watching that doesn't know me, reason why I'm doing this is because I want this channel to be a safe place where I'm recording my thoughts, where I witness my journey in life, that is. I want to see where life takes me after losing the most important thing that has been with me in 30 years. I want this to be a place where I could look back and see how far I've come, and maybe, just maybe, somewhere, someone down the line would relate and find purpose, find meaning in what I've been sharing. Yeah. So, a bit of background about myself. I've been in Dubai for a decade now. I grew up in the Philippines, and I sort of took a early career journey here in Dubai. All thanks to my mom. That is, she was a producer, director, editor back in the Philippines in one of the big networks that was there at the time, and everything I knew was all through her because when I was growing up, I used to come to her work, come to her shoots until eventually I bring her to my shoots. They were more on programs. They were doing more of programs, events, and I was more lenient, and I got more inclined into doing fashion photography, which is still in the media background, just in a different format. And after 10 years, during those 10 years, I was blessed enough to be part of the top 300 most influential Filipinos in the Gulf. And it was really fun. To me, that's like the Forbes list of, being an expat, being an OFW. But it was the greatest trophy that I could give my mom. And because I didn't have a diploma, I wasn't able to graduate. But I think I have something better than a diploma. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying. It's just like that. It's a great gift. And yeah, it was really good. Then after that, I've had prints, I've had campaigns and works that have been placed in Saudi Arabia, Las Vegas, Berlin, Spain, and yeah, I think those were my major prints during that decade. But then I thought everything was going good. I thought I was set up for life, and I thought I was like one of the names to be in circulation, not just in the Filipino community, but also around fashion and e-commerce as well, which was really good. So I thought I was the guy. I thought I thought I was unstoppable. Not until life had other plans. My mom has been diagnosed with a very rare disease, a spinal disease that is really scary, and she's like, it's so rare. She's like the 13th person with the kind of format of the disease that she has, and she's actually one for the books. I'm not gonna go into so much detail, but she had 90% spinal cord compression, and it was in the area, if you're medically inclined, it was in the area of C3, C5 with a 90% spinal cord compression. And that took away a lot of what we were supposed to be doing. So this is where I transitioned to be there for her. This is the part where I had to sort of let go of all the other stuff I was interested in. I had to give up training boxing. I really wanted to train to be a boxer, but I kind of set that aside for a little bit, and I really wanted to focus on my mom's recovery. So she had the disease, and then shortly after, when everything was diagnosed, when everything was checked, she went through three surgeries, three major surgeries. Like the first one was around 8 hours. The second surgery was around 11 hours, and she's been through a lot. After those two surgeries, there were complications that took away her ability to breathe fully on her own, like how a normal person would be. And we were thankful enough to have a few returns. She was able to move parts of her body, but not everything. So it was all because of that disease. And sooner or later, there were more complications, and I had to go through a lot of things that a son is not supposed to see. There were a lot of times where I really didn't know what to do. A lot of times that I've seen very traumatic events, episodes, and everything was going well. We overcame lots of challenges. We overcame lots of hardships. There were times where I didn't know how I would provide, how I would take care of my mom. But there were also a lot of times where the solution and the opportunity always presented itself. It's like the way of the universe saying that, boy, you got this. I know you got this. And through, we managed to finish everything. Fast forward a little bit. She was in the hospital for like almost 3 years here in the UAE, which I'm very thankful for. She had great, massive recovery here, especially with physiotherapy here in the UAE. And there came a time where she needed to go back home in the Philippines. She needed to be repatriated. Yeah, she went home last March 2025. And then, unfortunately, things started to take a turn. There were more complications that we weren't able to take care of as a family. And it was really hard because we overcame the physical challenges, but we were the financial challenges were too much, and it was really hard for us, especially for me, because like I was the I was my mom's rock, what she always says, and it was hard to be the only provider at that time. And I always thought that I was doing everything by myself. I was doing all the challenges alone. But when I came home to the Philippines, I was really getting chills down my spine. I was really blessed that a lot of people came to help, mostly financially, and also some parts of the challenges that we had. So thank you to all those people. I had to accept that part of the journey is the end. So we did everything that we could. Uh, the doctors, of course, did everything that they could, and everything was done to its extent. And we didn't want to see her bear more pain because she's been fighting for 3 years in bed, not moving. And that kind of takes a toll on each and every one of us, especially for my mom. And we didn't want her to fight if there was no guarantee of her getting back to her normal. You know, it's not a life that she would want to live. So this was one battle that we cannot possibly win. So I've fully accepted that I've done everything I could, especially for my mom. I've maximized almost every option that I could think of, financially, physically, mentally, everything. And I know I have no regrets because she always made sure that all of my efforts were always reciprocated. And I don't feel any guilt, any burden, and I'm happy that she's not feeling any more pain. So I'm really thankful for it. However, no one really prepares you for something like this. No one really prepares you to bear so much pain, so much trauma. And the only thing that she did not teach me is how to live life without her. And that's very heavy for me to say. And it hits different. It just hits different. So I'm back here in Dubai, and I'm not sure how I would go through this transition, how I would go through my daily routines, how I would usually spend my weekends staying in the hospital with her. That's gone now, so I don't know what to do. I know that I don't have the perfect plan of how to move forward. And I know that I'm here to start again. I'll try to be more active physically and do more creative work as much as I'm mentally able to. And I'll just be documenting every step of the way. If you think you're just figuring things out, then maybe we can do it together. Subscribe and let's see where life takes us. See you in the next one.